I told him to stop moving the camera. Hey, what's up, y'all? And we're back. All right. Today, I want to tell y'all that I accomplished it. See, when I left off, I said I was procrastinating because I needed to wash and retwist my hair. So I did it, guys. And then I put it in these little Princess Leia bun things just because I didn't want it all hanging out right now. And then I didn't intend to wear this out as a style, but then I didn't feel like, I don't know, I just kind of liked it, even though some of them are looking kind of, I don't like the way, I'm not really super digging it, because I feel like they're falling apart. But I did end up going out with my hair looking a little better than this. These things are a little bit tighter, I think, a little more put together, because I had a radio interview. So shout out to Victory Station, the Impact radio show. It was great to be a guest. And during that interview, I was asked a question that a lot of people don't ask me during radio interviews. I get asked it comes up occasionally, and I want to talk about that. I don't know, the camera's doing weird things today, so let's just flow with it. Sometimes you just gotta lay hands on the camera and let it do what it's gonna do. So it's gonna do some things like it's doing right now, but we'll be okay. Let me try to keep my hands to myself. So anywho, if you are watching me for the first time, or you're back because you saw my video about not eating sugar for 30 days, welcome. My name is Ty. This isn't my normal content. My normal content is me doing poetry and rapping, and the videos and the live events. But I guess this is becoming a little bit more normal of my content, because I want to connect with y'all, and I want you guys to know that I'm an actual human being. I'm a human being. I want to show up a little bit more, talking about some things, having conversations with you versus dropping videos or poems or raps. So anyway, today I was in this interview, and he asked me a question. I said I don't get asked often in interviews, or often as often as I think people would ask this question, I guess is the better way to say it. So the interviewer asked me, hello, yeah, that's me. The interviewer asked me if, he asked me about my writing process. And I told him to stop moving the camera. No, I don't know. I'm not doing anything. You can't even see my hands. It's not me. It's my head. Let me try to be really still as I tell this story. He asked me what my writing process is. And for a while, I felt like I didn't really have one, but I do have one. My writing process is that when I'm writing poetry, I like silence. I've been writing poetry since I was 8. And that's just my normal custom. Can I write in the midst of things happening? Yes. Is that my preference? No. I prefer to just be in a room, a quiet room, writing. So that has transferred over into when I write raps or when I write songs. I like that quiet. So I might start out, I will start out, if I'm writing a rap, I want to hear the beat. Or if I'm writing a song, I want to hear the music. I want to hear it over and over and over till it starts, till some ideas start to formulate in my mind. And then I'll turn the music off. The music is already in me. It's locked in. And now I need it to be silent so I can finish. So I think that's unique. I would love to hear if there's anybody out there who's like that too, who just you get the music in you hear it enough times to cut it off and then write, and then I'll come back to it. I'll turn the music back on, and if I'm writing a rap or some song, it has to be in a certain amount of bars, so you have the verse, you have the chorus or hook, and then you have the verse, and it has to be inside of some parameters. And so I'll go back, I'll turn the music back on just so that I can make sure what I'm writing fits within those parameters. But I love the silence. There's something about, and I still love to write too. Like my preference is not, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's annoying me, so I hope you can bear with it, because I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out why the camera's doing this all of a sudden. I guess it just wants to zoom in on my face. Yeah, okay. I still like to write things down. Pen and paper, or pencil and paper is my preference. I try not to have to type up something on my phone, but I mean, if I'm somewhere and I've written whole songs on napkins at the restaurant, or paper plates, or whatever is available at the time, just so that I don't lose what I'm wanting to say. So I've been known to just grab anything. I'll write it on my arm if I have a Sharpie and I don't want the thought to go away. So I stick to the pen and paper as much as possible, or something that I can write on, because I like to see it. I just like to see it written down. It's like I wrote it. It's in my handwriting. It means something more than if I'm typing it, which I've done. I've definitely done my share of just like getting my phone out and writing something new on my phone. If I'm on the plane, or I don't know, whatever the situation might be. If I can't find something to write with and my phone is right there, or if it's at night and I wake up with some thoughts, I'm writing them down. I remember I spent a whole summer, I want to say it was like the summer after my freshman year of college. I would just go, I was back home for that summer, and I wrote every day. And I just made myself get on that computer and just write something. Some of it was great, some of it was not, but it was just working that writing muscle. Okay, this must be the action that brings the camera in and out, in and it just helped me to develop that writing muscle. And I know I don't always feel like writing. I'm not just in the mood to write all the time, but I'm one of those people who will still write, sometimes because I'm commissioned to write something, so someone's waiting on it and I have a deadline, and other times I just want to keep working that writing muscle. Like I have a friend who doesn't write until she's 1,000% inspired. That's not me. I've definitely written when I've felt zero motivation or inspiration, but as I start writing, I feel like it comes. And I don't ever want to put out anything that's just me writing. So I need to feel inspired, but I may not necessarily feel that inspiration the moment I start to write. I hope that makes sense. What else about my writing process? I don't know. I like to sometimes things come to me really, really fast. I might be able to write a whole 3-4 minute poem, and this is gonna be fast to me, in like 30 minutes or so. And sometimes I've had some poems that I felt that I know have taken me days to write. That hasn't happened in a while where it's taken days, but there's definitely been some times where it took a while to write the poem. And I actually have one poem, I know it's in my first poetry book, well actually my only poetry book. It's in my poetry book. I can't remember the name of the poem, but I really thought I wasn't done. And to this day, every time I look at that poem, it hits me that it's finished, because I ended up releasing it that way. but I didn't think I was going to release it that way initially. I thought it wasn't done. And I remember telling a friend of mine, I remember telling my friend Tony, I was like, it's not done. And she was like, what makes it not done? Like, maybe that is the end that it's supposed to be. And so I left it like that, and it's been that way for many, many years, and it feels good. It was a good place to end. I just didn't think, I thought there needed to be more words. But now when I look back at it and I read it, I'm like, oh, okay, it was definitely done. Could I have added more? Yes. Would that have been the right choice? No. No. The way that it ended was the way it was supposed to end. Yeah, so speaking of ending, I'm going to end this video now. I hope that if you are a writer of some sort, that you took something away that can help you in your writing, that you learned something about me as far as my writing process, and that you remember that this video inspires you to check your camera and make sure it does nothing weird in advance, so that when you're filming, it's not zooming in and out and being reckless. So I'm gonna go now. It was great talking to y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Peace.